welcome to my kitchen. So today, in honor of Black History Month, we'll be making Maya Angelou, the powerful writer, editor, poet, activist, first Black female director in Hollywood, and so many other accomplishments recipe for buttermilk biscuits. So for this recipe, you're gonna need 4 cups of flour, plus a little extra for the dough, 6 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 cup of lard, 2 cups of buttermilk, a cutting board, a circle or a glass to cut out your biscuits, a baking tray, and a rolling pin. So let's get started. So first, we're gonna start by combining our dry ingredients. So first, we need 4 cups of flour. Here's my flour. 2 cups. That's 1 cup. Three cups. And 1 more. Four cups of flour. Now we need 6 teaspoons of baking powder. So this is my baking powder. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, close that up. And next we need 1 teaspoon of baking soda. So here's my baking soda. I'm gonna take my teaspoon again. And we need 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Okay. And our last dry ingredient, we need salt. So we're going to need half a teaspoon of salt. Open this up. Pour some in there. There we go. Half a teaspoon of salt. Now we have to sift these ingredients just to get the extra air out. So I have my second bowl right here with my sifter. Just put it right there, and I'm gonna pour these ingredients inside. Okay, all sifted. And now we can start with our other ingredients. So we're gonna take our lard here, and we need half of this container of lard, which is gonna be a cup's worth because this is 16 ounces and 1 cup is 8 ounces. So we need half. Open this up. Now we're gonna slowly start cutting in our lard, little chunks at a time, just like that. And start to mix it together. Some more of it. According to her recipe, it's supposed to look a little like coarse cornmeal after you mix all your lard in here. Might take a little while. You might have to add a little bit more just to get the right consistency. But let's go ahead and start mixing it together. Some pretty big chunks in here. You want to take a look. Mixing. And that's looking pretty good to me. Next, we are going to add our buttermilk. And we're going to need 2 cups of buttermilk. Buttermilk, so here's my buttermilk, and I'm going to need 2 cups of this. There's 1 and 2. And then you go ahead and mix that around. Want to take a look. Keep mixing. And you're going to keep mixing this buttermilk until it stops sticking to the sides of your bowl. And once you have everything mixed together and you don't see any little flakes of flour, looks like I have a nice consistency. Go. Okay, next we're going to knead our dough. So first you start off by taking some flour, some extra flour. And you're gonna sprinkle it on your tray, your cutting board, just so that you prevent any sticking. You can smooth it out like that. Okay, you might want to roll up your sleeves for this one. And now we're going to take our dough, and it's going to get a little sticky here. And go ahead and take some, and you're going to knead it. So you're going to, let me move this out of the way. So you're going to take it, and you're just going to mush it around in that flour, just so it gets a nice little doughy feeling. Sticky. Looks like I might need a little more flour. See. Go. So start playing with it a little, like Play-Doh. There we go. It's starting to form our little dough shape. And then see how it's still sticking to me a little? That's because I don't really have that much flour on my fingers. So it's starting to stick. But this part isn't sticking to the tray, so that's good. And we'll take a little more flour. And now that we have our dough nice and kneaded, we're gonna go ahead and start rolling it out to make our biscuits. So you need a rolling pin. Let's go ahead and get all this dough off of our fingers first. Okay, So you're gonna need a rolling pin, and you're also gonna coat this in a little bit of flour just to prevent sticking like we saw. Go ahead, coat it in some flour, and get your baking tray ready so that you can put your biscuits on it. You're gonna use an ungreased cooking tray for this. And then we're gonna roll our dough. So I have my rolling pin nice and floured, and I'm gonna roll out my dough. You want it to be about a 1/2 inch thick once you roll it. That looks pretty good to me. And now you can either use a circle cutter or a biscuit cutter or even a glass. And you're gonna coat this in some flour on the edges if you're using a glass, just to prevent sticking on the glass like that. And you're gonna cut out your circles for your biscuits. Go ahead and push that in there. And here's one. And I'm gonna put this on my tray over here. Cut a few more out. Next one. I think we can get one more out of here. Okay, one more. So here's my biscuits. This is my first tray, but you can keep going with the rest of your dough. Just keep kneading it and keep rolling it out. And now I'm gonna take these biscuits and I'm going to put them in the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes at 375. And then we'll see how they turn out. Good luck! So I baked my biscuits at 375 for about 20 to 25 minutes or until they were golden brown. And this is how they came out. We can check the inside. And you can eat them by themselves or with some honey or butter or maybe even a soup. And I hope you have fun making them. Let us know how they turned out.